No.
Oh, my mic was muted. Hey, 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 what's happening? What's happening? What's going on, y'all? What's happening? What's going on? What's up, Suburbia Jones? What you up to today? You behaving yourself lately? You behaving yourself? Yeah. Way worse. I agree. We'll talk about it. But I still like Lewis. I'm still Team Lewis though too. But even though, yeah, he was worse. I let me turn this music off. I ain't gonna be up here no long time. I just wanna talk a little bit real fast about reasonable doubt. The new season is going to be starting on September 18. So a whole lot happened last season. Suburban, I didn't know you was watching this show. At least I don't remember. Maybe you did. I just don't remember. This green screen is crazy because look at it's all like faded. But anyway, y'all see me. Um, but yeah, it's a whole lot done happened on the last uh season. Oh, wait a minute. You know, so I'm gonna change my. Let me see if I can change my background real fast. Uh, ooh, let me see. Is that any better? I guess that's a little better. I don't know because that green screen was getting on my nerve. But anyway, um, yeah. So the new season starts on the 18th of September, and it's gonna be. It looks like it's gonna be a good season. We're gonna have a new cast of people, some some familiar faces that we saw before, but we're gonna have some new people gonna pop up as well. Let me remove this thing because it's distracting. Where is it at? There we go. All right. So reasonable doubt. That's the show. Okay. If you hadn't watched it, for those who come in on the replay or whatever, listen to it later. It's on Hulu. It's a great show. It really is. It really is a great show. Look, Hulu has counseled a whole bunch of our other black shows on here. So I'm very, very happy that this show has lasted 3 seasons. And I'm hoping that we can at least go to maybe 6 seasons. I hope we can go that far to at least 5 or 6 seasons. So each season there's a different situation that happens as far as the case goes, as far as the case goes, but but there's the dynamic with the family and the husband and the wife and all of that. So, it's a lot. Let me see. Skip to the next one. Okay, so but yeah, so those who don't know, it is reasonable doubt. And here we got a lot of new cast members. Now I can't remember everybody's name and or even the actor's name, but I know that Tommy from Power is going to be on here. Joseph Secor, he's going to play a lawyer, so he's going to play a total different person that he normally plays. He's going to be a lawyer, and then also Cash Doll, that y'all know, who's she's a rapper from Detroit, but she also played on BMF, played Lamar's girlfriend, whatever she was, baby mom, or me, also Meech's girlfriend, whatever. on BMF. So, but anyway, Cash Dog gonna be on here, and it's a whole bunch of other people. Of course, I don't have everybody's names and stuff, but it looks like it's gonna be a nice cast of people. So, and then I agree definitely with Suburbia said that Lewis was worse than Charles. Me and Suburbia team Charles all the way. And then I was always team Lewis, even though a lot of the women fought me on that. And that's fine. That's their prerogative. But I was team Lewis, even I ain't like what he did, but I was still thought he was a good dude. And so I'm glad that Jax and Lewis have worked out their problems or working out their problems. I'm glad that it seems like in this new season they're back together and working out their problems. I actually should go back and watch at least a couple of episodes from the last season just to refresh my memory because so much happened last season that if and these shows be all so long, I have to always go back and try to remember everything that happened, like do a recap. So I'm not going to be up here doing any long recap. I'm just going through some of the things that these are just clips from the trailer that's out. Of course, I can't play the trailer because if I play the trailer, they will flag me. There'll be some issues. So these are just pictures from the trailer. So we got our guy Morris Chestnuts back, and I love me some Morris Chestnut. Um, he's gonna be back. Uh, I don't know if he's going to be on here for ongoing season after season, but he was so popular on here and did so well on here. They definitely brought him back. So happy for Morris Chestnuts. He's working, 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 bringing in that coin, and I'm happy about that. So definitely got Morris Chestnut back, and she was the Jax. She was attracted to him. She was having fantasies about this man. And so I hope she don't cave in and sleep with him. I'm hoping that she makes things right with her husband. But uh, they did work well together. Um, and then so it looks like she out with her girlfriends. She's look like things are going well with her and her husband, and she bringing on more cases again. But then she got this new case that's going to be going on. And look at the synopsis says, after a tumultuous season of fighting to save her best friend last season. Okay, remember last season she was trying to save her best friend for hey Sally girl, what's going on? Sally, do you watch Reasonable Doubt? If you don't, go on Hulu and try to binge watch. It's this they got they already got two previous seasons, so you can knock them out real fast. They not long, and they are so good. You're gonna just want to go from one episode to the next one because it's so good. Um, but last season, remember her friend was accused of unaliving and all this other kind of stuff. So she was fighting, but she was accused of unaliving her abusive husband and all of that kind of stuff. So Jax was a lawyer, and she was fighting last season. Fighting hard with the help of Morris Chestnut's character to save her best friend's life from having a life sentence. Well, after healing and also after healing from her own deadly affair, she had that deadly affair with what was his name? I forgot the name on the show, but it was Michael Ealy's character. And after healing from her own deadly affair that she had, Jax Stewart has finally earned has finally earned some peace in her life, and that's a good thing. Okay, wait a minute. Sally said, "Oh, it's my favorite show. I think it's underrated." Yes, I was saying that it's very underrated. People don't talk about it enough. Something, Sally. Let me tell you this: that Hulu has done the show a disservice. They don't promote the show the way they should. The the only reason why I feel that this show has done so well and the ratings has been so good is because of us. the black community, black women particularly, been promoting this show on all our platforms, TikTok, IG, Twitter, um, YouTube, Facebook. Black women particularly. Now, I'm not saying black men are not watching it. We know black men are watching it too and supporting it. But black women have been pumping this show out there. You can Google on YouTube. You can put in the search engine on YouTube, and you can see like hundreds of reviews on this dag on show because every almost every black woman is reviewing it. You know, so I think we're the ones that's keeping this show alive. It's very much underrated. I totally agree with you. Um, but so Jax and her husband Lewis, and finally after all the ups and downs, up and down, and then Lewis had an affair too, and got the old stank chick, that old garden tool. I'm gonna try to be nice. It's early in the day. If it was late at night, I say what I really want to say. But it's early in the day. But that old garden tool, he got that chick pregnant, and now that was the outcome of that. And didn't she lose the baby? I'm trying to remember all the stuff. Oh, hey, Demarcus, what's going on? I know Demarcus knows all the things. Tony, that home record girl name? The girl who was sleeping around with everybody, the hoochie mama, the Tony. She didn't she lose the baby? Yeah, I'm going back, y'all. The show comes back on September 18th. So I'm gonna go back and try to do a rewatch, and binge watch. I like, while I'm sitting here working. I'm supposed to be working right now, but I stepped away from my job, so so I can come up here and go live with y'all. um, he said Lewis didn't have ups and downs; he had ins and outs. That's funny. That's funny. Um, but he had a little affair too. So both Jax and Lewis both had an affair on each other. But I'm glad they worked it out. Sometimes things happen in marriages. It happens. It happens. On both sides. I ain't saying it's right. I'm just saying it happens. Um, so she finally gets some peace. Um, but then some stuff gonna start taking place with her. She got a new case. When a former child star finds himself in a heap of trouble, Jack seizes the opportunity to spice up her daily routine. So listen, they say this former child star, this the new case that she's going to be taking on. This guy is going to be something like they try to make it seem like he's like a O.J. Simpson type of dude. You know, apparently this guy is dating some white woman. Then the white woman, I think, goes missing, or she dies or something. And so they trying to call him the new OJ in this show. At least different clips I've been seeing. That woman lost the baby, and now she is suing Jackson, her husband, for stressing her and losing the baby. Yeah, that's what it was. Thank you. I remember she lost the baby. Yeah, I definitely remember she lost the baby. And then yes, that's right. She was sworn to sue them for that. And that's crazy. She didn't stress. She stressed her own damn self. They did not stress her out. They did not stress her out. She stressed her own daggone self. She was something else. She was a piece of work. I wanted to jump through the TV last season and whip her butt. But we're gonna see what's gonna happen. But I hope that her case gets thrown out and they don't have to pay her a dime. But if they do got to pay her some, I'd rather than pay her some so that she can get the hell on and just move on. But yeah, she was a piece of work. She was look, Sally. Remember, she was a hoe. She was going around sleep with everybody. Remember, she slept with the damn football player, the one that the Jack's best friend, unalive too. Everybody in town was sleeping with the girl. Everybody in town was sleeping with her. Ozzy Edwards looks like a younger version of Michael Ealy. Yeah, I thought it was Michael Ealy too, DeMarcus. I agree with you. I agree with you. I didn't know the person's name, but I thought when I looked at him, I said, "They look like Michael Ealy, like a younger version." And we already had Michael Ealy, and we know how that turned out. Um, yeah, but I don't feel no sympathy for that chick just because she lost her baby. Matter of fact, I'm glad she lost the baby. That's just me. But so apparently, this guy, he's a former child star of some sort, and that's what he was dating this white girl. And then apparently she either went missing or she was she unalived or something happened like that. We're gonna see the story as it takes place. And they said, but the synopsis says when her client's personal life turns out to have all the drama and danger of a Hollywood movie, and then Jax's own professional future comes under threat from a charismatic associate at her firm. Can Jax clear her client's name without losing the personal and professional successes that she's worked so hard for? So it seems like to me she's going to get entangled all in that case, and this is, I think, when Tommy come into the play because things are going to get probably a little sticky, icky with Tommy. You know what I'm saying? Now, Demarcus, tell me what Tommy's character, Joseph Secor, I'm sorry, Joseph Secor's character on this show is supposed to be. So that way I ain't got to keep calling him Tommy. What's Joseph Secor's name on Reasonable Doubt supposed to be? Hey, Stephen Harris, it's my homeboy. How you doing? What's going on? What you got going on? How you doing? Um, yeah, she was doing some threesomes at the park. Yeah, she was sleeping with everybody. She was sleeping with everybody. Oh, you know Sally. You know what I want to know, Sally? What it what happened with her friend? Remember Jackson's friend and her husband. What was his name? Chris. And then they was getting a divorce, and he was sleeping on the sofa and all that. I, what happened with? I want to know what's gonna happen with that. That because I don't think we wrapped that up last season. I don't think we fully wrapped all that up last season, did we? So that's what I'm gonna go back. I'm going back. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna start tonight and or this week and start watching some episodes at a time. But yeah, her cousin. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Her cousin. Thank you. Say this is why I be loving y'all. Love y'all up here because y'all be helping me. Y'all be helping me. But this show been on for over a year or two, right? So I don't remember at least a year. So I don't remember. No, it was a year, not 2 years. I think it was out. Yeah, it's been gone for at least over a year. So I don't remember everything. I got to go back. Her cousin named Sally, and her husband was named Chris or something, wasn't it? And the husband just couldn't deal with her ass no more, and he was sleeping on the sofa. Remember, she tried to throw it on her, Sally. Remember, and it's so funny that the lady's name is Sally. Remember she tried to throw it on him, and he pushed her away. He rejected her. He was like, he ain't want to be wild with her. Okay, okay, thank you, Demarcus. Joseph Secor, aka Tommy, name is Bill Sterling. Okay, so I'm glad to see. We know that Joseph Secor is a great actor. Um, and so, and I've seen him in other things. But because he's played Tommy so long, it's natural that we all just still call him Tommy. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm gonna try to remember that his name is Bill Sterling. But if I slip up and say Tommy every now and then, don't be mad with me. So, oh, you said so. Sally had leveraged her house, right? She did. She leveraged her house to get old girl, her cousin or whatever it was, out of jail. And the thing is, it's not that Chris didn't want to help, or whatever his name. I think his name was Chris. It's not that he didn't want to help her. You don't come to me and discuss these things with me. I'm your husband. You know what I'm saying? That's how he looking at. I'm your husband. I would be mad as a wife if my husband did that to me. You will go and make a big decision like this, especially talking about putting up our house. Now, first of all, I ain't putting up my house. I don't care if it's my own who it is. My own son, I ain't doing it. I'm not putting up my house because I put up my house and then you take off, I lose my house. You skip bail or you don't show up for court or anything like that, then I lose my house. I'm not even doing it for my own damn grown son. I'm just not. So um but yeah, so Bill Sterling is gonna be is Joseph Secor is playing Bill Sterling, and I think this is who Jax is going to have some opposition with. I think she's going to have a hard time dealing with him, and she this is who she's going to be going toe to toe with. That's what I believe. Do y'all think that? I think she's going to be going toe to toe with him. I wish I could just show the whole entire trailer, but YouTube ain't having it, and Hulu ain't having it. So, because I don't want to get flagged, I'm just got some screenshots from the trailer. And but y'all go on. Matter of fact, I know y'all have seen the trailer, but I'm gonna still post it anyway in my community tab. So I can put it. I can post in the community tab with no problem. But if I put it up here, it will be an issue. But yeah, I think she's gonna have some opposition with him back and forth. Let me see. Oh, wait a minute. The arrival of Bill Sterling Joseph Secor as a new colleague at Jack's firm introduced a competitive dynamic as he strives to make partner potentially challenge Jack's. I know it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I had also read as well. So I think they're gonna have some issues. Now, what y'all think Chestnut's um role gonna be? Is he just making a cameo in here, or is he gonna be here all through the whole season? Is Chestnut gonna be through the whole season, or is he just making a cameo and just pop up here and there? So, and then yeah, what's his deal? But uh, I think there's going to be a real fight between Bill Sterling and Jax. Um, yeah, I already mentioned before you got here that Joseph Secor gonna be on here, Cash Doll, and oh, I forgot to mention Lori Harvey. It's so funny. She's another one. She done slept. I guess she got tired of sleeping with all the men in Hollywood, so now she's a so-called actress. So she gonna be on here, and Brandy Evans. Isn't Brandy Evans the chick who was on P Valley? Is that the girl who was on P Valley? I think so. I can't remember now. Um, yes, Stephen, if you have not watched Reasonable Doubt season 1 and 2, please do so. Everybody should do so. Y'all can binge watch it, but I think go back and watch it anyway because that way everybody's fresh memory is fresh when September 18th gets here. And I will be reviewing this every week, y'all. I will be reviewing it every week. Um, So what happened to Oprah Winfrey on the TV set? Wait a minute. Oh, that's what happened. Excuse me, I'm reading it wrong, Suburban. That's what happened to Oprah Winfrey on TV set. Yes, I remember that. I remember that. That's what I said. I wouldn't put up my after watching that back in the day, Suburbia. And I remember when after watching that, I said to myself, I will never put my home or a car or something to that effect. I'll put money on, or I'll put money up and pay for my son's bail, or my mama, or my daddy, or something like that, or or my man. I'll put money up if cash, but I will not put my home and my car and no thing something valuable like that because if they skip bail, like what happened to the Oprah Winfrey's character on Women of Brewster Place, and she put her home up and then her son just took off and she ended up losing her home and had to move into the projects. I ain't having that. I'm not having that. You know. Tamika, did we ever review the Women of Brewster Place? If we didn't, we have to do it at some point. I know you got a lot going on, so you might not be able to do it, but that's a good one to for us to talk about. I'm like, if we didn't, remind me because we be doing so many movies, and I know y'all we've done so many on your page and on Moochie's page. Sometimes I can't remember if we've done it, but I might add that on a list of things we did do it. Oh, okay. Whose page did we do it on? I don't even remember. Did we do it on yours or Moochie's, or was it with or EJ? I don't remember. Child, we do so much. I can't remember. Thank you for reminding me. Now I won't redo it then. Okay. And I need to go back and watch our review if we did it. Whose page did we do it on? It would be interesting if Corey Cash get involved with Brandy character Monica. Okay, so is that the girl from Demarcus? Is that the girl from P Valley? The main one who was one of the main characters on P Valley? Is that her name? I gotta look these people up. Um I hope we get Candy Bird's character Emily. I didn't hear that she's coming. Well, I don't know that, Demarcus. I didn't hear that she's coming on this season. I really did not hear it. So I don't know. So I can't remember. I think it was in Mom. Okay, I'm gonna look and see because I need to I'm gonna rewatch our review then because I don't really remember. Girl, we done did so many in the last like 2 years. Remember, we was on a roll for a minute to me. We was on a roll, and now I don't remember half the movies we did. So maybe I'm getting a little dementia or something. I don't remember. Okay. Oh, yeah, pay. Okay, okay. Thank you. I thought that's the girl. Yeah, so she's gonna be on here too. A whole new cast of people. It's a whole okay. Everybody's saying that's her. It's a whole new cast of people. So yeah, I think that Joseph Secor character, Joseph Secor character, Bill Sterling. I think he's going to give Jax a run for her money, and I can tell just from these clips. These are clips from the trailer. Like I said, unfortunately, I can't play the trailer, but this is. I think that they're going to have a lot of a lot going on. But and I'm interested in seeing all of this. But what I'm really interested in is what's going to happen with her and Lewis. Now, this is the child star. Now, y'all, I did think this was Michael Ealy. I said, what the hell? He looked just this young guy looks a lot like Michael Ealy. I ain't gonna say just like, but he looks a lot like Michael Ealy. But I remember Michael Ealy character, was unalived, gone, so I know it ain't him. But this is so apparently he was dating this white woman, and either the white woman is missing or she's unalived or something to that effect. And then, so I think it's going to be a lot of twists and turns. And I bet you any amount of money he probably did do it. Because y'all remember season 1 when the guy said that he didn't unalive the woman that he was going out with, and it turned out he did. So okay, you believe that we reviewed it? I just, something y'all. Tamika said we did. I'm gonna go through the archives and I'm gonna see. I probably didn't have a channel at the time because I don't remember doing it. I don't think it's on my channel. It must be on Moochie's or Tamika channel. So I will see because I want to rewatch Women of Brewster Place myself, and I'll look at our review. Maybe I'll repost it and repost it again on the community tab. Been so long. I guess I got to keep a list all the stuff that we did do. Yeah, he gonna be a pain in the ass. You talking about Joe Secor character? Gonna be a pain in the ass. His name is gonna be Bill Sterling. Yeah, I mean he might be. I think he gonna be big time opposition for her. Probably trying to take her. He probably gonna try to take her case, and he probably gonna try to. He can't probably kick her out the farm or anything like that, but he probably going to try to take her case and her position, and he'll be the head guy in charge. I can see that happening. I was talking about that yesterday. You can't trust the client or the witness. No, you can't because um, just when you think that your You got the client, and remember what happened last season? That lady, her Jax's friend, the lady who was going through the who unalived her husband. She well, the whole situation with the husband on her, she was untrustworthy. She was doing stuff and lying and sneaking and all that. Remember with the affair she had with the boyfriend, and I can't remember everybody's names, but I remember the scenario what happened. Yeah, you can't trust the client or sometimes, and definitely not the witnesses because whew, the witnesses will get right up on. They'll tell you one thing and then get on the stand and lie and say something totally different. But you can see he must be a big time child star. He must be something that I know they're calling him like OJ Simpson, but he must be somebody like who would be an old child star. And he's probably somebody that everybody loved and liked back in the day, and then now he got into a jam, and then it's a media circus. That's what it looked like to me. Um, okay. It seems like the people from the firm are always trying to take Jack's spot. They tried to get Corey, aka Morris Chestnut, to do it last season. Right. I could remember his name. I just keep calling him Chestnut. I prefer Chestnut. I like that style a little better. But yeah, Corey. Yeah, they did. But I think it's okay. But to me, this is the question I have. That is Corey going to be a regular throughout the whole season, or will he just be, like making like cameos and pop in and out, or will he just pop in and out? Um, because he was so popular last season, like shoot, everybody did videos and everybody was all. See, in this show, at least they give us some eye candy on this show because we definitely don't get it on them other shows. At least we get some eye candy on here. We get good looking men. So we got Cash Doll. Look like she gonna be a witness, and it looked like she might be lying up on the stand. I don't know. I mean, I'm just speculating, looking at the pictures. You know, and even from looking at the pictures, I know nothing from anything. I'm just speculating. I haven't done any deep diving trying to figure out anything. I'm just looking at the pictures. These are pictures from the trailer, and I'm just looking at the pictures thinking, okay, this dude looked like he a liar. He probably did either unalive somebody. Um, Jackson's asking him for help. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, he could. Okay, I was thinking, Jaleel. It's funny you said, man, Demarcus, are you in my brain? Because I was thinking Jaleel White. I was thinking like somebody who might have been a big star, and Jaleel was a big star. Can't be just on average child person. It got to be somebody who was huge in as a child, like how Gary Coleman was, or how like Todd Bridges was, but somebody who was a big child star and now the paparazzi still follows them around and in their face and stuff. And then they how like Lindsay Lohan and people like that were when they were they were child stars and they still got paparazzi in their face. And so I think this guy is somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? But they calling him the new OJ Simpson. I was like, oh Lord. Even though don't get me started on that OJ case. Jax accepted the case of Ozzy Kyle Berry, a beloved former child star, now accused of murdering his girlfriend, dragging her into a high profile, uh, dragging Jackson to a high profile media saturated trial. Okay, okay. Stephen coming up here with the facts. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. He's probably some beloved. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good one that Demarcus said, like a Jaleel White play Urkel. It's I can't think of who else I would say. Alfonso Ribeiro. Who he was a child star who played Carlton on Fresh Prince, but he was a child star from a little kid since 5 years old. So somebody on that level. But Jaleel White sound more appropriate. Um, Corey Cash could make cameo. I think he's gonna make cameo appearances. I don't think he's gonna be all through the show. For some reason, I think they brought Chestnuts back on here because he was so popular last season, and us women we loved him, and he made the ratings. He bought the ratings. You know what I'm saying? He bought the ratings, and so I think they bring him on for like she's probably asking for his assistance and help, but I don't think he's gonna be in here all through. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning. Oh Lord, sorry. I don't think he's gonna be on here all through the show. I'm just assuming, but I can see that it's going to be something with all these people in this boardroom is going to be going against Jax, and she might get this case taken away from her. And normally, when you're first chair, you are the person that's running the case. But when you become second chair, that means you really ain't got a whole lot of authority. And I think that might be the case where they might end up trying to take this case away from her. Okay, see, I stop it. And so anyway, I'm really more interested. I'm interested in the whole show, but I'm more interested on the Lewis and Jack situation. Okay, this huzzy here, you go and get yourself not you done slept with every man in town. Okay. First of all, we ain't even know for sure if he was even the father of the daddy because she slept with so many people, but they end up, finding out that I guess he was the father. And she lost the baby. And she's trying to now sue them, saying that because of her stress and all of, I guess that she felt they took her through that um it's their fault that she lost the baby. Remember, she wanted Lewis, and I'm just trying to remember as my memory is starting to tick back in there. Remember, I think she wanted Lewis to be there to help put the crib together, help do this, help do that, go to the doctor, all this. And he was doing what he could, but he said, look, I cannot be here 24/7 every time you got a little problem. I have a wife and children. A wife and what they got two kids, right? Yeah, wife and children. So this Hazy here, like, you gonna get upset. You sleeping with a married man, what you know he ain't gonna be able to be there for you all the time. He ain't gonna be able to be there for you all the time. It just is what it is. But I hope that she loses this case. Hmm. Oh yeah, come on, y'all. Y'all don't start that, y'all. Don't start that. Okay? Don't start that. Yeah, she pissed me off too. Yeah, Tamika. And so I'm really interested, Tamika, on this situation. I'm gonna be into the whole story, but I'm really interested on this situation because I want to know what's gonna happen with Lewis. And it looked like Lewis and Jax is back on track. It looked like they working out their marriage and they back on track, or they trying to be back on track and had peace and harmony. And then this lady is just gonna come and try to throw a monkey wrench back into the thing again. And I know a lot of women, was jumping on Lewis last season and everything like that. I was I was disappointed in Lewis. I did not like that Lewis did what he did, but also Jax also cheated on Lewis as well. So they both cheat on each other. Okay, and so I can't jump on Lewis and not jump on Jax. They both cheated on each other. But Lewis was stupid enough not to wear no damn condom and end up getting, I don't know why you raw dogging out here. If you're going to damn have an affair, goddamn, at least have wear a condom to protect yourself. He could have brought his wife home some type of STDs or STI. You know what I'm saying? And so I didn't like that about Lewis. I was upset on that part. But however, I always felt, and I disagreed with another YouTuber who said, who went back and forth last season, she tried to say that Lewis was a bum, Lewis ain't no good husband, Lewis wasn't she tried to say Lewis wasn't a good father. I totally disagree with that lady all the way. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't about to battle with that lady this season. she can believe what she want, believe what I want, but I'm just saying that Lewis, I think was a good was dealt. Jax and Lewis messed up. Both of them messed up in their marriage, and Lewis is definitely a good father. And I think overall he was a good husband. It's just that Jax was so got caught. She got so caught up in her cases as a lawyer, and I don't think she was always, connecting with her husband. But they both had issues. It is, so it's a two-way street. So wait a minute. Lewis married Lewis married to Jax is a major force with the couple separated, dealing with infidelity and the consequence of Lewis following a child with another woman, Tony. Yeah, only difference is the difference with Lewis and Jax. Jax had an affair too. She was getting down with the get down, not just with Michael Ealy, but with another guy too. And she just didn't get pregnant. That's the only difference. She just didn't get pregnant, But she had an affair too. Lewis should have been wearing a damn condom. That was, and the do you remember Alfonso Barrel Silva? Of course I do. Do you know how old I am? I remember everything. I remember everything. So don't I know. I remember. Silver Spoons was a good show back in the day. I didn't add that to the list of markers on the shows we did Sunday because it wasn't really it wasn't technically a black show. Because he was the only it was him and one other black man on the show. Alfonso Ribeiro and one other black guy on the show. So it wasn't I ain't cause I don't consider that a black show, so I didn't put that on the list. Hey Moochie Moochie Moochie, what's going on? How you doing today? Jack Stewart is the husband of the women. Jack Stewart, the husband of the main character, defense lawyer. Jack was just okay. Um, yeah. So they yeah. So both of them messed up in their marriage. That's why I didn't beat up on Lewis so bad because Jack messed up just as well. What Lewis did was screwed up by getting that chick pregnant. But anyway, I'm glad she lost the baby. I didn't feel no ways tied. I was like, good. I mean, I'm sorry. I know that might sound mean, that might sound cruel, but I mean, every child don't need to be here. So, especially under this circumstance, this would have definitely messed up their whole dynamic of the family had they brought that baby into the situation. But now this huzzy is trying to sue. Okay, you gonna get upset? Man, girl, go ahead, go. You was sleeping with everybody. She was sleeping with the whole town. Now we got chestnuts. I'm hoping that we see him. I don't know if he's gonna be here throughout the whole. Oh, I don't know if he gonna be here throughout um the whole show, but I think he's probably gonna have some cameos here and there. But however, I hope he's in the whole show because we love some chestnuts, and you know, he definitely made our day. But okay, they say okay, here it go. This thing Ozzy or OJ, bombshell door cam video drops of star fighting with missing girlfriend. So they trying to call him the new OJ. And with Jack's cases, most of the time the people are end up being guilty. And she ends up defending somebody that's guilty. So it might be um yeah, but Moochie, is he going to be out throughout the whole season? Is what my question was, or is he just making some cameos? Because remember now, Morris Chestnut has his own show, Watson. So is he throughout the whole season, or because now the main character on here now outside of Jack is Joseph Sikora character, Joseph Sikora, who played Bill Sterling. So he's going to be the opposition for Jack. So that doesn't necessarily mean that Chestnut gonna be throughout the whole show. He might just be making some cameo. I'm just asking the question. I don't know. Um, Tony is definitely the villain, and she deserves to be the villain. Well, I appreciate Stephen for sending me the synopsis. I also had the synopsis on my phone, so I could remember a little bit. So I appreciate Stephen. So y'all keep on giving me the synopsis. Y'all don't have to be in here fighting about it. It's a lot of me to go around. Y'all ain't got to fight over me, fellas. It's a lot. It's a lot of your girl to go around. Y'all ain't got to fight over me. Um, Jax is going to need him. I think he can't come back in the club. Oh yeah, well yeah, I think he's going to come. And what Tamika made a good point earlier that I think Chestnut Corey Cash is going to be here to. She's going to call on him for some help. So I do believe that to be true. Um, I'm not sure if he's in there from season 1 to season 10 or however many episodes. I'm not season 10. What I'm saying, episode 1 to episode 10. I'm not sure if he's in every episode, but I do believe he's going to pop in and out. But we shall see. I don't know anything. I'm just saw this. I'm just speculating based on the picture. Reason without can't afford Joseph Secor and more shows not every episode. That's why I don't think so. I don't think he's gonna be in every episode. Now I don't think I think he's just making a cameo because also Watson, he has his own show Watson, and that got renewed. I don't watch Watson, but I'm happy for Chestnuts that he got his show renewed because you know how they be doing our black shows, and shout out to black women for even keeping this show going because that's the reason why this show is still going is because us black women on all social media platforms have been reviewing, talking about it, and cheering on this show. So yeah, I know Tamika watches watching. I have not watched now. I think maybe no, I take that back. I might have watched one episode. I haven't really got into it like that. Chestnut character is no longer a guest star, but a recurring one, implies a greater influence on the series' main character, Jax. Okay, all right. Thank you for the information, Stephen. So I think that this guy Ozzy, this child star, I really think that he probably underlined his girl. I really do. I really do. I think it's gonna be a twist and turn. I think we're gonna find out that I think she's gonna try to defend him. Remember on season 1 when she defended that guy, and it turned out he did unalive his girlfriend. He tried to pay her off or something like that, and I don't think she was pregnant, but he tried to pay her off. And just my trying to remember, and then he ended up unaliving the lady or did something to the lady. So I think that this guy probably gonna be the same situation. But I think Joseph Sicor's character Bill is going to give Jax a run for the money. That's so. Um, but I hope that whatever happens with the Tony situation, that it will not mess up the relationship with um Jax and Lewis. I'm still got the fist up for Lewis. I'm still team Lewis. Um, I'm not jumping on that bandwagon that Lewis is a bum and this all the stuff that people try. Some of these hating ass women tried to say. So I shouldn't say that. Stop, Inga. That everybody got their own opinion on the characters and like Tamika always tell me, people's opinions is based on their life situations and life and how they what they gone through in their life. So I get that too. I'm just making fun. So I hope nobody don't take me serious anyway. Yes, more people need to watch this show so we can keep going. Tamika, I want this show to go all the way to at least 6 seasons. If we can get 5 to 6 seasons, I will be happy. But see, look at this picture here with Jax crying and something which I think is going to happen here. That's why it make me think that maybe she finds out something about that. I don't think it's about Lewis. I think she finds out something about that guy Ozzy, the guy she supposed to be defending. I think she finds out something because that face looked like horror, like she's screaming. You know what I'm saying? It would be interesting if Bill and Tony team up against Jack. Oh, that would be crazy. I would be so pissed, DeMarcus. That would be interesting. I agree with you. It would be very interesting, and I would be highly pissed. I would be highly pissed. I don't want nobody teaming up with I don't want anybody teaming up with Tony. Hey 69, how you doing, girl? Yeah, I don't want nobody teaming up with her. So we shall see what's gonna go how it's all gonna go down. But I'm here for this new season though. I'm definitely here for the new season, and I'm going to go back and and catch some. We got time before September 18th. I just put this out here early on. It's not like it's starting right now this weekend or anything. So I put it out here so that just a reminder for myself as well, and anybody who watches on the replay to go to Hulu, especially if you've never watched it. But for me, I got to go back and just rewatch because I just be forgetting stuff. So I'm gonna go back and rewatch. Um, so I might start from season one and just binge. I might start from season one and just binge and catch up. That way, when time the 18th get here, I'm I'm good to go. I'm good to go. So but y'all, I said I wasn't gonna be up here too long. I just wanted to come up here and just talk about the show. I don't. This is my first time really, really kind of doing a trailer breakdown, and I ain't really break it down like Moochie do. Moochie good at breaking it down, breaking it on down. I just wanted to just highlight the show, talk about it, see what how everybody feel about it. Are y'all going to watch it? I mean, do y'all want us to review it? Because I plan on review. I'm a review on my channel. I don't know what the other ladies going to do, but they more than welcome to come up here as guests with me on my channel, and we can talk about it each and every week. So I'm sometimes I might be by myself, sometimes I might have a round table of people and have different guests pop up. And so I'm definitely gonna talk about it. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Let's see what Steven say. Lawsuit against Jax and Lewis. Lost the lawsuit just like little Tony seeking justice for the death of her child, who also yeah, that's Lewis's baby, but I think she's full of crap. I got to see the story. I got to see how the story wrap up. Maybe I might change my mind, but I don't think so because I was hating on that huzzy last season, so I don't know if I'm gonna change my mind on her. Imagine if Bill partner and flip on Jax. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can see that happening, Demarcus. I'm a I'm gonna remember that you said that because that could happen. Also, you have watched it. Okay. Um, but somebody watching Sally because it's it got renewed for another season, and let's pray. Like me and Tamika and Moochie always talk about it. How they be counseling out black shows all the time. So let's cross our fingers and toes and eyeballs and everything, and let's pray that they don't counsel watch. Even though I don't watch it, I still wanted to survive. But I guess I should watch it. That's how it survives when people watch it. So maybe I have to try to. I just can't. It did seem to. I agree with you, Sal. This seemed kind of depressing to me. I just could not get into it. I watched half of one episode and I just couldn't get into it. And so you definitely will want. Okay, you watch it. Okay, good. Thank you, Demarcus. And well, y'all, that's that on that. And let me see. Before I get out of here, um, I wanted to say this evening, Moochie is hosting a game show, a trivia show, I should say, and we're going to be talking about a trivia on juice. So I'll be on the panel, and she'll have some other people on the panel, some other surprise guests. But I'll be up there 9:05 tonight. So I know everybody in this channel in the chat has watched the movie Juice with Tupac. So put your thinking caps on. Moochie got some fun facts and some questions, and it's gonna be a game show or trivia show, and we're gonna have fun with it. Okay. And so she's hosting, but I'll be up there as a guest and I'll be talking my mess and having a good old time with y'all. So it is 5 o'clock on the East Coast. I'm gonna get up off this thing and get me a little something to eat and going about my evening. But I will definitely see y'all back tonight at like I said 9:05 Eastern time. So I appreciate y'all always, and I will be back. Oh, what man? The hell going on? I'll be back later in the night, y'all. Love y'all.